Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whenever you are listening, whatever part of the day it is. I hope it's going good for you. Today is Tuesday, June 25th, 2019, Taco Tuesday. Is everybody going to indulge in a taco today? I actually have a little funny story about Taco Bell. A friend of mine was going to Taco Bell the other day. I occasionally go to Taco Bell, but you know how your phone kind of knows what you usually say? So when you're texting, the words pop up or start to pop up. Well, I was writing Taco Bell, and I had to write out all of the words because my phone was probably like, huh? Taco Bell? You never talk about Taco Bell. So maybe I go to Taco Bell, but I just don't talk about it. Could be. Speaking of phones and iPads and freaky things, I've always been a little perplexed about how if I'm on my iPad at home and then I go to work the next day and get on my work computer, say I'm looking at Bath & Body Works items, all of a sudden Bath & Body Works items starts being in my advertising feeds on Facebook at work. And I'm like, how do they know that I'm the same person that was looking at that stuff last night at home on my personal iPad, and yet I get to work, totally different computer, totally different account. Well, the Facebook account, I guess, is the same. But it's not just Facebook where these ads come up. It's like anything I go on. MSN, any type, even like CNN or, if I'm just looking something up on Google, and anywhere there's an ad, it can show up there, which always has freaked me out. Now I am beyond freaked out because Joe and I were sitting out on the deck the other day, and my brother just got a pellet smoker grill. I think that's how you call it. So my husband's very into smoking his food, and we have a big charcoal barrel smoker. But it's a lot of work. You got to keep the temperature up constantly. We're always trying to find the best charcoal. Last year's best charcoal is not this year's best charcoal. And so I was asking him if he would be interested in getting a pellet grill, a pellet smoker, because I actually thought he would say no, that was cheating and that he wanted to do it the right way. And he's like, well, yeah, it sure would be easier. Okay, well, we'll look, let's start looking into the grills. Turns out they're very pricey. So we're talking about it yesterday, and Joe was on his phone looking some girls up, and I start looking through my Facebook feed or something on my iPad. Not even an hour later, and there's all these girls in my ads. Okay, I didn't even look up girls. How do the advertising gods know that we were sitting next to each other and that to start giving them in my feed? Freaky. It's freaky. I don't know. Kind of creeps me out. They know a little too much about us. And when I say they, I mean everyone. Everyone is watching. Keep that in mind. I've got some news today that's probably going to make you happy if you are a bread lover. You know how everybody's into the no carbs, no carbs, no carbs, no carbs. Well, there is an article in InStyle magazine. It appeared originally in Shape, on the shape.com website, that is. So everyone now and their mom swears the keto diet is the best thing that's ever happened. Turns out restrictive diets like keto could actually have serious, harmful consequences, like shortening your lifespan. Listen to this, people. People who derive less than 40% or more than 70% of their daily calories from carbohydrates were more likely to die than people who ate a percentage in between those numbers. So the translation is, your diet needs balance. No tipping the scales one way or another. The authors reached this conclusion after tracking the diets of almost 500,000 people, and they took that in. Then they took that info and compared it against how long these people lived. So they're saying that the highly restrictive diet that are coming under fire for these findings are Paleo, Atkins, Whole30, which I've not heard of. They force your body to tap into its fat stores for energy versus burning carbohydrates, hence the super short-term weight loss results. But it turns out that they're not that great for you. So there's some good news. The study authors did find that a diet rich in plant-based whole foods such as vegetables, whole grains, legumes, and nuts is associated with healthy aging. All right. Let's spread it out, people. I'm still thinking about that intuitive eating. I've been intuitive eating for the last week or so, and I'm up another 5 pounds. So I'm not sure the intuitive eating is working for me. I didn't think it was going to, and I'm right. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Joseph, my husband, I don't know why I just called him Joseph, is on vacation this week. So it's going to be hard to stick to a healthful eating regimen. I mentioned to my sister that Joe was on vacation this week, and her response was, again? Yes, he did just take a vacation in May. We don't typically go anywhere, so it's okay. He had a lot of time saved up because we haven't taken a real vacation. We did in December. First one, I think, aside from the Outer Banks and road trips, it's the first real, getaway vacation that we had actually had. But we usually just stay at home because we live in a tourist area. We live in a place where people come to spend their money and a week at once a summer. So we just stay home for the most part. But we'll go out and do some stuff. Today, actually, we are driving to my friend Anastasia's house, and she's going to help go over some stuff with my website today. So I actually put a new crop of pictures on the Hopefulist group page that my best girl Marnie took of me while she was here last weekend, and they look pretty good. I gotta tell you, I don't know what she does. Works some kind of magic with those pictures that she takes. So I asked for you to chime in and see which one I will be choosing, because today is the day. Today is the day I put a new picture up on the website. So I need your help. Go to the Facebook group page. Check them out. Give me your choice. There are 4 pictures there. Also on the Facebook group page yesterday was a picture of me finally making it to Skipper Dipper. Finally made it to Skipper Dipper. And I can tell you, I may not be going back. Typically when I go to Skipper Dipper, I get just a regular cup of soft serve ice cream with my anniversary sprinkles. You've heard me talk about them over and over again. And they have all these different flavored waffle cones now, which just intrigued me. I'm like, they had like a pink one, and they had a birthday cake one, and I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go for the waffle cone. So I got a waffle cone with a kitty size vanilla soft serve and the anniversary sprinkles, and Joe got a medium sized dish of some hand dipped ice cream. Do you know how much it was? Are you ready for this? $10.40 for 2 cups of ice cream. I'm so old now. I hated people like me when I was working customer service, but I went, wow, that's a lot. I don't know. That seems kind of crazy to me. As Joe pointed out, for sale, we could get 5 half gallons of ice cream to eat at home for that amount of money. There is something special about that soft serve. I love it. But man, we stopped going out for ice cream last year because 2 cones cost us $8. I don't know. Maybe I'm just cheap. I mean, there's no maybe about it. I'm cheap. But come on, people. $10.40 for 2 things of ice cream? Ridiculousness, I'll tell you. All right, another story I wanted to get to. I just X'd out of my Facebook page, and where is it? I've had way too much activity on my Facebook page the last couple of days. Excuse me. So I have to keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. It's good to know that we're allowed to have carbs back in our life now, because KFC is about to release a Cheetos chicken sandwich. You heard that right. A Cheetos chicken sandwich. For those who love chips on a sandwich, this bad boy kicks it up a notch. Now, I'm a huge potato chip adder to, say, sandwiches and hoagies and all that. Just regular chips, so not on burgers or anything like that. I've tried that too. Not so great. But KFC's signature crispy chicken is drenched in a special Cheetos sauce and placed on a bed of crunchy Cheetos. Going nationwide on July 1st. So they're teasing us with that bad boy and then going to make us wait for it. Anybody interested in a KFC Cheetos crispy chicken sandwich? I don't know. We'll see how well it does. I have a feeling people will like it. It's nothing better than a good old Cheeto. Cheetos are awesome. So today's topic, I wanted to talk about trending on Twitter, the lies your parents told you when you were a kid. The one I always remember with much laughter is my mom told us when we were kids in an effort to try and get us to eat yogurt, she told us it was ice cream. And I guess we believed her, but we did tell her, Mom, we don't like this ice cream. So that did not work out. Joe says, you keep making that face, it'll freeze like that. I remember hearing that as well. Now, Megan says if you swallow your gum, it'll stay in your stomach for 7 years. I think we all thought that. And eat your veggies. They will put hair on your chest. Yes, I remember specifically my mom saying that about lima beans, because I can't stand lima beans. She's like, eat your lima beans. They'll put hair on your chest. Even as a kid, I'm like, I don't want hair on my chest. Why would I want hair on my chest? I'm a girl. Oh, that was just not a good reasoning at all for me to eat the lima beans. So Marcy says, my parents told us to stick out our tongues if they thought we were lying. They said, if you're lying, your tongue turns black. But one time I knew I was telling the truth, and they said my tongue was black. So the gig was up. Yeah, sometimes they get caught. It's nice when they get caught. Big liars. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Oh, my goodness. I guess all parents do it. It's not a big deal. Like your nose will grow if you're lying, just like Pinocchio. Your nose is growing. Your nose is growing. I can tell you're lying. So some fun things that you were told as a kid. Maybe you tell your own children just to get them to eat their veggies or whatever. So I'm going to go to my blog post. I'm focusing on getting through tough times this week. And today I'm going to talk about fallouts. The quote I put up was, sometimes the people around you won't understand your journey. They don't need to. It's not for them. This is a little bit of a long one. Yesterday I said I was getting a little long-winded in my writing on the blogs. And so what did I do? I wrote even more. For today's blog post. So I'll get right to it. Because there are some people in our lives that don't have our best interests at heart. As unfortunate as that is, it's absolutely true, that is. And the more you work on yourself and start doing what you need to do for yourself and to follow your true path, the more people you will find that won't be very supportive. The good news is, as you go along your new path, you will find a whole new crew that will be more aligned with where you are headed and where you are going to be. I've talked about my difficult relationship with my mom before, and she has now passed. Now, she took some actions in her final wishes that I believe were an intentional punishment for not being the daughter that she wanted. A slap in the face, so to speak. I don't have a close relationship with my father either, and I've always wondered, what is it about me that makes even my own parents not have much interest in my life? I mean, it hurts. I don't understand why this happens to me. Am I such a horrible person that even my parents don't want anything to do with me? Now, I don't think I'm a horrible person at all. I think I am just lovely. In fact, some would even say delightful. I know on some level it's not really my fault, but it's so hard to figure it out.